Yeah, I was gonna ask like how much in the beginning before you had your own gym, how much were you paying to rent
Mhm.
that hour to bring the people in, and then how much were you charging them at that time
So before COVID, it was like 10 to 15 bucks an hour.
per hour? Oh Jesus,
Yeah,
that's
so
easy.
it was
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah,
And granted, that was like 4 years ago, and there was a big facility, and it was I was also getting that price because I was training there 20, 30 hours a week.
got you.
So whatever that cost would be, and then the guy who was coming in after was like, "Hey, we're gonna raise it to 25 an hour," and then he was like, "But then after a couple months, we're gonna bring it up to 35 an hour." So if I'm training 20 hours or 25 hours a week, that's
Yeah,
hundred a month times $25. That's $2,500 a
yeah,
month, and then obviously if he's raising it, that's a lease payment. So I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
it just makes sense to go and get my own gym. I'm
yeah.
gonna pay the same, but I control the gym. I control my schedule. I can rent it out to other people and make more money.
So
So
when you do these sessions though, let's say it's an hour, are you bringing in like 5 players, or you try and keep it like a certain number or just one person?
so I was doing both. I would do group sessions and then I would also do just solo sessions. So I was before COVID, I was charging I think $50 to $60 for like an individual session, and
Okay,
I was primarily getting those. So once COVID happened and this guy raised the prices, I went from being able to make the 35 an hour to being able to make 25 an
got you.
hour for like the solo session. So that
Yeah,
cut a large amount of what I was making. And then the group sessions was obviously more where the money was because I can get 8 guys paying
yeah,
$30 an hour, time whatever minus the court fee. So
yeah.
that's kind of what the numbers were like then. And then obviously I had to increase my prices. And then I just once I got my own gym, then everything kind of changed from there. So
How the hell do you I guess what I always fear is because basketball is so ever evolving, right? Like,
mhm.
I mean, the game today ain't even the game when we were
Yeah.
in college, when you were in college, when I was in college. Like, you know what I mean? The moves, the just everything. So, like,
Hmm.
how do you keep up with what to give this new generation? Like, these
Hmm.
guys are coming to you and they're 15 years old and they're like, look, I want to be Giannis, or I
Hmm.
want to, be Jalen Brunson. Like there's
Yeah.
just different moves that we didn't grow up on. So like, yeah, how are you evolving?
I mean, I would say it's more so just paying attention to the game, keeping kind of your pulse on where things are at. But luckily, where a lot of the majority of players are, they still need a lot of the more simple stuff. Like, okay, yeah, you
Yeah,
want to be Jalen Brunson, that's cool, but like, you still can't hit a fucking 3 point shot.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's start there. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then a lot of what a lot of these players need is more so from the mental side, confidence. I don't want to say basics, 'cause I'm not a huge fan of that word, but more so a lot of the simple stuff, fundamental
Well,
stuff.
it is fundamentals. Yeah, yeah, for sure. You need that. You need that foundation before you can start doing these fancy moves, right?
Yeah. So
Like
a
if
lot
you
of
have no
kids.
left, that's,
Exactly. Like if you can't shoot a jump shot, if you can't make basic decisions, if you can't play defense, then like what are we doing trying to learn a 17 combo move? So
yeah,
it's I wouldn't say it's that difficult from that sense because a lot of these players aren't at that level where that very minute differences make an actual difference in their game.
makes sense. Makes sense. Are you? What's kind of like the highest level player you've trained so far?
So I have a handful of pro guys that play overseas, different countries, China, Japan, Argentina, South America, like all that kind of stuff. So that's predominantly the highest level that I currently work with. I would like to get some NBA players. I'm not huge on it, where I think a lot of trainers like I need to have an NBA guy. I just want to work with NBA guys. But a lot of the people that work with NBA guys, they work with them for free, and I don't really have an interest in doing that because I don't feel like
Yeah, they're trying to just piggyback later down the road.
exactly. It's like
Yeah,
you just want to work out because it's free. You want to have someone rebound. That's cool. But if you don't value me, I'm not going to value you. So I have no interest in working with you. So I'd
yeah.
rather work with people that value what I'm bringing to the table, and I want to help them get to the next level, and they really care about it. So I don't care if that's a fourth grader. I don't care if that's a high school player. I don't care if it's a pro player. If you want to
What?
get better and you have a burning desire, I'll help you.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally agree with that. A question though about like you're in such a small town.